Good morning, YouTube. So I'm starting this channel because I have several projects going and I have very much metal skills I've acquired over the years, and I've had several people ask me for tutorials on certain aspects of that. And first things first, I just kind of wanted to show you guys around what I have, what I'm using, where I came from, where I came from. I'm just starting this because I've been doing my own metalwork for 15 plus years, and I've been building bikes. I've built 15 bikes over the years. I'm starting to get into cars. I've got several projects going on right now that I want to show you guys for what I'm doing. I just kind of wanted to show you a couple things. Everybody makes fun of me because I've got what's called half a Harbor Freight store in my house. Start out with just a manual tire changer. I've acquired a second-hand sheet metal brake, shop press, Eastwood shrinker stretcher. This is an old bench top English wheel that Harbor Freight had. They've discontinued it at least 10 years ago. A bench top planishing hammer. And we'll go in the garage. I'll apologize. The garage is an absolute mess. I'm going to spend today cleaning it up. Again, a Harbor Freight mill and lathe combo. They've discontinued that as well. My welding rig. I got a MIG, TIG, stick, plasma cutter set up. Couple Harbor Freight carts. And then we're going to get into the projects. It's been raining the past couple days, so everything's an absolute mess around here. Got a 1953 Ford Custom Line. Now listen, I got this for 600 bucks. So, yes, it's crappy. I do a lot of metal work. I can fix a lot of it. The donor car for this is actually a 1997 Lexus LS400, which is here. Got this car for 400 bucks. If any of you follow the Hoonigan websites, I'm not trying to disband your copyright, Hoonigan. Yankee Zoku did something similar with a 90s Lexus LS400 and put this on a 50s Chevy Custom Line. The Ford has a similar dimensions as far as wheelbase and track width, and I'm going to do something not necessarily drift oriented, but I just want a nice cruiser that's 50s car. I have 5 cars I want before I die, and they're all made before 1955. That's the number one project. The other thing is I've got this S10 here. I've taken the whole front clip off, etc. And this frame is going under my new toy that I got Monday, which is 1953 F1. Completely rusted out, patinaed, whatever you want to call it. I've got a couple plans for this. I got this truck for 1,100 bucks. Yes, I live in North Carolina. They say southern trucks, whatever. I can't tell you how many trucks I found that sat in the field. Southern trucks aren't not rusty, let me tell you. The plan for the drivetrain in the Ford truck is this. This is my 78 C10. I was in the middle of doing an LS swap, and I found that Ford truck, and I've already got a 82 crew cab dually that was a one owner, and it's only got 114,000 miles on it right now, numbers matching, bought right here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I have the papers to prove it. Just to kind of show you what we got here. I was just about done with this, and I decided we're gonna do this on my old truck, because that's what I wanted. I want the nice 50s truck with modern. So I'm pulling the LS back out of the C10. I've already got this C10 sold. Again, it's kind of crusty, but it's kind of a sleeper truck. And I've already got that thing sold once I pull the drivetrain out of it, just as a roller. I got a guy that's bought some stuff from me from the past, because I'm parting out this S10. When he came and picked up a couple things, he definitely wanted the C10. So I was like, well, give me time. It's been raining cats and dogs here the past few days, all week, because we got a tropical storm coming in. And usually that's what happens. So I'm gonna come around the corner here and show you my daily. Again, this is the 82 Chevy C30 crew cab dually, and that's that guy right there. I've lowered it. It's got the big block. It's got the granny 4-speed with the, or it's got the 4-speed transmission with the granny low. And this is what we got. Due to COVID, I lost my job. I used to work for a company that manufactured parts for Boeing, Lockheed Martin, the DoD, and anybody willing to come to the table with a pretty good chunk of change. We just built a proprietary aircraft for a company I cannot name for legal reasons, because it has not been released yet. And I got laid off due to COVID. Making a lot of carbon fiber parts out of that. I'm not going to be doing any carbon fiber here, I don't think, because my workshop isn't set up for carbon fiber setup. But I could if I wanted to. If I wanted to make some molds and make my own parts, I have that capability, because now I have that experience. Basically, this is it. My messy ass garage. Again, I'm going to be cleaning this all out today. I work out of my driveway. I do not have a lift, but I do have this fancy gantry crane, so I never have to call my friends whenever I have to take a bed off a truck or cab off a car, or etc. My plan is to upload about once a week. I want to hear from you guys. What do you want to see? My plan is to do the F1 truck first, because I'm fighting with the state for the title to the 53 Ford car. Long story. I can tell you all the story about it later, but it's pretty much it was sitting in a field. It was original. There's some title issues with it, so I have to fight with the state. It doesn't sound like it's going to be too bad. I grew up in Illinois, and I don't have to deal with title issues when I lived in Illinois. Pretty much just go there with the VIN numbers and say, this is my car, here's my proof I bought it, and from my experience I could get a title. Back when I was starting building bikes, I started on 70s Japanese bikes all day long. Had a couple Harleys, just got rid of my first Harley that was also my last Harley. But you'll get to see that because my brother actually bought it from me. He wanted one of my bikes that I had built, and I'm sure he'll show up on it from time to time. And so yeah, tell me what you want to see, guys. I'm going to be starting with stripping this S10 down. All I've got to do is get the cab off of it. I got to strip the F1 down. It is severely rusted on the bottom, but it's got great patina and all that stuff. I'm a rat rod kind of guy. This is what I like to do. I Frankenstein a lot of stuff, so I'll find stuff off of different cards and whatnot. I've got to change the rear axle in the S10. I've got a guy with a Ford 8.8 about 45 minutes away from me. And we've been talking, but because of the rain and everything, it's been holding me up going to get it. And this lovely COVID deal, I'm starting a new job doing something pretty mundane on Monday. This is Friday, the 19th, I believe it is. Yeah. Today's the June 19th. I'm starting a new job on Monday that has nothing to do with cars or anything, but I won't really get into that. Unemployment was running out. Money's running dry. The state's opening back up. And I've been meeting quite a few car guys through all my dealings with things, and we might go on a couple field trips. There's a guy with a junkyard about 30 minutes from me that has some really cool stuff, and I've got to call him for some parts on the F1, probably the 52 car or 53 car, and yeah, that's about it. So, like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.